Welcome to the Resilient AF podcast. I'm Alex Fresh.
I'm Emelia Jackson.
And I'm Bennett Knows. We believe everything vibrates at a certain frequency, and we're here to raise the vibration.
You'll hear stories of incredible resilience, manifestation, and what to do when you find that even resilience has a toll.
'Cause a bitch is tired, honey.
Yeah, I was close to that. No, I wasn't close to that, but I was fucked up the first time that night when we went out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my. Dude,
I was fucked up.
you're fucking gone. Goner than I've ever seen you.
What'd you drink?
Everything.
What
That night I
didn't
was
he
drinking
drink? Yeah.
everything.
You mixed
yeah.
things?
And I think we went after we recorded a podcast too.
We got litty. Well, I didn't. You did. I
That's
was just with you.
crazy.
And then you hopped in an Uber and he went home.
Did you throw up?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Nope.
really?
No throw up.
Oh.
No, he can hang.
Damn, I can't.
Okay.
I throw up. But I puke and rally, though. I'm a puker and a rallier.
Yeah. Usually when you puke, you feel better.
Oh, yeah.
I brought donuts. Did you guys want it?
Yes.
Absolutely.
And waters.
And waters.
And I made you guys a drink.
Yes.
Yes.
Like walked through the door and there was a cold drink.
There you go.
Yes, love that. And it's not strong either. It's not like
Amelia
slapping
says
in
it
your
is.
face. No, not yet.
Not yet. No.
Not yet.
Not
No,
yet.
thank you.
Why?
No, thank you.
You take a bite.
You have that one. They're actually really good. They're from Top Pot.
I love
And
Top
they're,
Pot.
And they're huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
They're
7
They're
inches.
bigger than so.
Maple bars.
Oh, wow.
Ooh, maple bacon.
I don't really like it with bacon though.
I don't either.
I don't either because the bacon's always soggy.
I don't
It's
like
never-
bacon.
Keep that to yourself,
That was
girls.
wild. Sorry
I
about
know
that.
was wild.
Whoa.
Party foul?
The world stopped for a second.
It felt like it did.
I'm so sorry about that. But it's true. It's like they come from fucking pigs. I just can't anymore with
I
that.
know. That's
Oh,
why.
please don't talk
That's
about
why people
them.
don't eat
Pork.
Yeah.
pork or what do they say? Swine. Says it in the Bible, Amelia. Right?
I should know.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
What book is that? What chapter?
It's Colossians. Colossians?
Wait, you don't know how to say
You
it.
know? She's making it up.
No,
But she
I
also
do know.
doesn't
I did read the whole Bible, and I know. But Colossians is not even a thing. It's not even a real thing. It might be Romans 13:23, maybe.
Okay, I'll look that up later.
Stop. I know you're just pulling shit out your ass.
No, I'm serious. Look it up.
Oh, wow.
It's actually Luke 13:4.
No, it's not, because that's about like love. Like that's a good chapter.
Oh, shit.
Luke is a good one. It's like Romans, and
Roman's not a good one?
No,
my
it's
favorite
like-
is Revelation.
that's a scary chapter. That's a scary one.
That's the real one.
You like that one?
I can't read the Bible. It's too boring.
It's
Wow.
so
Psalms
good.
is a good one.
It's actually really good.
You know they took out
so many
like
fables.
some books in the Bible, like Enoch.
Oh, yeah.
And Ecclesiasticus.
What?
Yes, like Ecclesiastes, but it's Ecclesiasticus. Like,
Oh.
yeah. And then the Book of Jubilee.
Oh,
Yeah, taken out.
take that out.
X'd out.
Yeah.
You don't believe
What about the
it.
Book of Jesus?
Yeezy. I think that one's still in there.
That's in the Third Testament.
Yeah.
Wait, there's a First, Second Testament. We're in the Third Testament. That's not right.
I have no idea.
I don't believe anything because it got rewritten too many times, and I just don't believe it. Like I believe some things are like happened and are
Yeah.
real, but like I just don't believe
Yeah.
it.
It did get rewritten many times. Like pedophilia got taken out and homosexual got put in. Yeah.
Shout out to the homosexuals.
We love the
The pedophilias-
homosexuals.
Are the ones who took it out?
No, literally. It was the old white men.
Yeah.
Or white men in general, probably. But yeah, they took that part out and put the
Reese.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Good Monday morning. Thanks for being here, Bennett. What's your peak and pit?
Last week I told you about the stoplight party I went to, but I didn't tell you how I got a page out of Alex's book. Okay.
Oh my God! I knew it.
Wait, you don't know. You don't know.
I knew it.
Okay, we'll see. Okay, so I told you guys the party was great. I had a really great time, but there was this like really fine man there. He was so cute. He had to look like he was like Black and Asian, and he
Blasian?
Yes, he was so fine.
Oh.
Handsome face, beautiful smile, dressed so well, and I was like eyeing him the whole night, and I know he noticed me too. So I'm like eyeing him the whole night, and at some point he ended up like standing next to me, right? And he was like talking to some girl, so I'm trying to peep. Is that his girlfriend or is that a coworker? He has a yellow cup at the time, but then he switches to a green cup.
Oh shit.
Oh.
And the girl he was talking to, it was more like a coworker conversation versus like a you know, one
Couple
of those, you know,
conversation.
like a couple conversations.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. And then he's standing behind me the whole time. And I'm like, okay, I have to say something to him. I have to say something to him. And so I turn around and I'm like, what's good, man? I love your shoes. It looked like he was excited to, like, finally he said something.
Yeah.
And then when I said that, he was, oh, thanks. And then he didn't say anything back.
Oh.
So I'm like, okay. And he's standing right behind me. So I'm like, okay, that flatlined. And I'm like, shit, I need to tell him I like his shoes, his face, his swag, everything.
Yeah.
So I literally turn around and he walks out the door when I turn around to tell him. So I'm like, whatever. But I can't stop thinking of him. And I'm talking to my friends. And so this is why I say I took a page out of your book.
Okay, I thought you were
know-
making something else. And
no,
that
because I
wasn't
know
it.
Alex could find anybody
Yeah, yeah,
if she
yeah.
wants to.
Yeah.
So
I sure can.
I found him. I found
You
him.
did?
I found him on Instagram because I'm like, yo, that is my baby daddy. That is my next husband. I let him walk out the door. Like, I have to find him. So
Right.
I found him on Instagram.
Wait, how?
See, Alex told me you could find anyone if you put your mind to it. So what I was thinking was we both went to this party, so he must follow this page, or maybe he liked the flyer.
Yep. Or maybe he tagged him.
Or something. So I go and I check out the page, and he's not even that far down. He's number 10. So then I found him, and I'm like, do I say something? Because it could either come off really stalkerish. And last week I was talking about someone stalking me, and
Yeah.
now I don't want to become the stalker. Or should I hit him up? Because I really do think he's cute. And like, so I hit him up.
Oh, shit.
It could either go like really weird or really good.
Yeah.
And he hit me back up and followed me. And
Oh, shit.
yeah, so that is definitely
Let's see it.
okay. Let's see him. He's so cute.
He's
So what is-
beautiful.
What is your pit? Let's go.
My pit is, you know, I'm working at Amazon, and I took my shoes off, and I thought I almost died, you guys. I thought I had a corn. Like a
What?
corn
Oh, no.
forming on one of my toes, and I have nice toes. They're meant to be sucked.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
So I almost died. Like, I almost had a heart attack.
what was it?
It's like, okay, it's not a corn. It looks like if I wear those shoes forever, it would be a corn.
Oh, shit.
But it looks
What
like it's just like a
shoes?
mark. My work shoes, because
What?
you have to wear certain shoes at Amazon.
That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah, so like
What-
I've never had a problem with them.
What do they look like?
They're actually cool. They're pretty cool. Like they're like have you ever seen like those Avenger or like military boots?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they look like those.
Did you have to buy them?
No, they buy them for you.
Is your feet getting wet or something?
No, my
Like-
feet aren't wet. Like they don't hurt. You
Yeah.
know. I don't know how long it takes for a corn to get there, but it wasn't there yesterday. Whatever the fuck it is now. So like, I lost my mind. But my friends were on the phone, and Catherine was on the phone, and she's like, "It's not a corn. Like if you had a corn, you would have known. Like it takes a long time for that to happen.
Can't you
So
just shave that shit off though?
You
So is it a wart?
It looks like a small. I don't think it's a wart either because I've had warts before, but it's smaller than a wart.
Maybe it's athlete's foot.
Oh my God, where the fuck would I?
Is it a skin
fucking hate
tag?
it. Do you guys want to see it?
Yeah.
Am I gonna throw up?
No.
Are you gonna
Okay.
suck his toe?
You want to?
I might.
They're suckable, he says.
Yeah, let me see.
They're not done right now though. Okay.
Okay, bring that
And
puppy
they look
over
like
here.
a little ashy.
Bring
Look at
those
that little
dogs
thing
over
right
here.
Where?
Do you see it?
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a wart.
That's a wart.
From where though?
You were sticking your feet on like public toilets or
Happens.
something.
Oh.
It happens.
Where would
But-
I get a wart from though?
It happens.
But
I don't
like
know.
if you're walking in public or at a pool or something.
Look it up. But you can get things to make it go away.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
you
God,
can
because I thought
freeze it off.
that's worse.
Yeah, freeze it off. They said squeeze it off. I'm like, don't do that. You can freeze it off, yes.
How about those toes though?
Yeah, you should make an OnlyFans or a feet finder.
Feet finder.
You have nice feet.
You don't.
You.
Yeah.
So
Would you lick the bottom of his foot right now?
Absolutely not.
right
Do you want
now?
to?
Do
No.
you want to?
Would you pay me $1,000?
Will you pay me $100 if I lick the bottom of his foot?
You would have to suck on his toe for half of
The
this
one with
podcast.
the wart.
corn foot?
It's not a corn.
The wart foot?
It's a wart.
Oh no,
I mean,
because
I would
then
rather
I
have a
could
corn.
get warts in my mouth. Oh hell no, no, I love you.
Oh my
Bennett.
gosh, this is sounding like
I'll
a
lick the bottom of
STD.
his
Do
foot
the other
though.
one.
She wants
Don't
to
do that.
so bad.
Don't do that.
'Cause
Why
I
do you
want
want
Like
100.
nobody asked.
I want
like
$100.
Ask Bennett if he'll pay you 100, not
Will you
me.
give me $100?
baby, no, I could have someone do it for free.
All right, Emelia. What is good?
All right, so let's see, what is my pit actually happened today. It was really fucking annoying. Anyway, okay, so I have been drinking okra water all morning and it has been making me just have to pee all day. So I ran to the bathroom, and normally I'm not a dirty bitch. Normally I'll put a little something down. But today I was like, you know what? It's fine. I've sat on worse before. So I'm just going to sit directly on the toilet because I don't want to pee my pants. I sit down and I sit in urine.
Oh,
and I'm talking like so much urine. Like it was like I got like a non-consensual golden shower. Like it was all over me.
You didn't see it?
No, I had to go pee so bad. I just sat
You
down.
gotta look. You just gotta look.
You gotta look.
I had to
you gotta wipe.
Oh
you gotta
my
place.
God.
What did you do?
I mean, I sat in it for a minute and I was like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
What am I to do at that point? I already have urine all over me.
Right.
You know when you can feel your body get hot? Like I got hot. I was like, who the fuck did this? It was like I was going potty in a preschool. There was so much urine on the toilet seat.
Sick.
So nasty. Anyway, so then I had to take like a little whore bath in the fucking sink and wash my body off a little bit.
The soap and some like paper towels.
No, dead ass. I really did. Yeah.
So disgusting.
Yeah.
People are nasty.
People are so nasty.
Anyways.
Anyway, so that was my pit. And then my peak, I started drinking okra water. And my
What is that?
shit, it's literally just water and then cut up okra.
Okay.
Oh, I
And
thought you
so-
said Oprah.
No, okra.
Water. I was gonna say fuck that bitch.
No,
Fuck that bitch.
No. Okra water. And my shit is like a water slide now.
Oh, you do have bowel issues also?
What? No, my vagina, my
Oh.
pussy.
I thought you were talking about.
Oh no, that's always a water slide. I'm always able to poop.
Oh wait, so your vagina's like a water slide?
yeah,
Like
from the
slippery one?
okra.
Oh, I
From the
don't eat okra.
Well, you should. It's good for you.
Is it?
It's like got a lot of fiber. It's good for you too, Bennett. You should start drinking it.
I don't
Except
know
for
if I
it'll
would drink
kill
it.
your sperms.
Oh, I mean,
No. You can still ejaculate. You can still get a boner, but you just
He
won't be
doesn't
able to
need
have a
a
baby.
sperm.
I mean,
Yeah.
not right now.
Yeah. But it could kill your sperm if you drink too much of it.
Good
Gross.
with that.
Yeah. So drink it.
Nah.
Why?
I want to have a baby one day.
Yeah, you're fine. Just don't drink too much of it.
Get some
Ever.
frozen
It's
in.
good for you.
But I used to. You could put some okra in like food.
You could. Or you could drink okra water. Anyway, so
Okay.
my life is just changing because I'm drinking okra water.
Look at you.
Okra
Yeah.
became your peak and pit.
I did.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna start off with my peak, and that is I got my lips done this last week, and who doesn't want to get their lips done?
No, I love. Where's your track marks?
Yes.
You don't have any track marks?
No.
I love when I have track marks.
What's track marks?
It's like, you know, when crackheads have track marks on their arms. Well, we're crackheads for the lip filler. So we have them on our lips.
I don't want them.
Why? Shows that you're expensive.
Oh my god. That was exciting though because I felt like my lips were really small, and my wife is my injector and Jessica, and she was like, "Your lips are full. Like this isn't even going in." I'm like, "What?" I feel like they're so small right now. Oh my god.
They
Give
look good.
me more.
So yeah, that's addicting.
They look great.
Thanks.
Yeah, they do.
My pit, just dealing with some ghetto ass hoes
What ghetto ass hoe? Which ghetto ass hoe?
from my past.
Oh.
Oh no.
Yeah,
What's
that's
going
pretty
on?
ghetto.
I can't even get into it still, you guys. Fuck. That's just a pit of my week and I can't even talk about it.
No, it is pretty ghetto.
It is. It's just like, what the fuck?
Fuck.
So I'm like so close to be able to talk about it. So that's it. I don't really have anything else.
So we kind of just rolling over to
Oh, rolling over to Bennett's face.
rolling what? Are we rolling up?
Rolling.
Oh, it's hitting right now, Emelia.
Is
It's
it?
hitting right now.
What's going on? Do I have
No, I'm just chilling.
do I have wings?
Can't you tell? Can't you tell it?
Do I have wings?
No, but can't you
Oh.
tell it's hitting him?
No,
Like
he hasn't
about-
told me.
No, because he's just more animated.
Do you
We're talking
has
about
it hit you
mushrooms.
yet?
Probably.
You didn't. Yeah, Bennett.
Okay,
She reminded me, and when she said, I was like, "Yeah, it hit me."
yeah,
when?
for real.
2
Probably
minutes
right
ago?
now.
5
It's-
minutes
It's
ago?
not
No.
that much of a transition where
It's
you're like,
not.
"Oh my god."
You,
Like, is your
You
body
forget.
warm
You forget. I forget I even take it.
until it hits
I
you?
just feel like I'm
No.
a chatty,
And
little
only
chatty
once,
right
the
now.
only time that I'll remember that I take it would be like if I just stop for a second and then I just feel like really relaxed. I'm like, oh yeah, I took mushrooms.
Oh, that's lovely
Yeah.
for you guys.
Oh my gosh, she can't do that.
I'm like, just
too
take
bad.
a half. and see if a half does anything. Because me and Bennett just took 1.5.
I'm scared.
Not 4.
I would be scared too my first time, but you saw us do it.
Yeah.
I know you guys were totally fine,
I
totally
took
normal.
3.
I feel like I was acting more crazy and I wasn't even on them.
You see?
All right. Well, it's that time for Ask Alex. Bennett, do you have a question? Or are we just going to answer a bunch that we asked for them to like?
Yeah, let's go through the DMs.
It's like, no, I have no question.
I don't have a juicy one. I was going to say, who do you have blocked and why?
Oh, who do I have blocked and why? Ooh, that's a good one. Ooh.
Yeah, that's
Do you have
good.
people blocked?
I have like a lot of people blocked.
Ooh.
Do you?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Are you a blocker?
I don't normally block haters because they contribute to my engagement.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't care.
Right.
But there's definitely some people like the weirdos. I have definitely blocked some weirdos. Going to my block list. See how many I have blocked. Okay, you guys want to see how many I have on my block list? Look.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah,
Alex.
that's like my whole friends list.
Good Lord.
That's how many weirdos there are.
Let me look at
What
my
like
block
what's
list.
what
Like
constitutes
perverts.
as weird?
Like,
Oh.
just weird people.
Like they asked to see your butthole or what?
I can't remember why I blocked them, but it's just because they're weird. Like a lot of them don't have profile
Oh,
pictures.
yeah.
Oh, my ex-mother-in-law,
Oh my God.
father-in-law, Carla Marie and Anthony.
Who's that?
It was the show that we took over when we took over.
Look at my block list is very, very short.
Yeah. Who do you have? Why do you have?
Surprise! It's not the stalker because the stalker just makes a new page.
But isn't there a thing where it says you can block them in any accounts that they choose to make after that?
You would think.
Look at all those blocked on there right there.
I see 1 on out, 2 on out, 3.
Yeah.
Wow. She said cut off the whole circle.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Who's that one?
I usually block people less because I don't want them to see me. I block people because I don't want them to see that I see them. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
like
yeah.
hit that story real
Yeah.
quick and see what you up to and then block your ass. So
hell
I
yeah.
disappear. But
No, I get
that's
it.
the reason why I block people, you know?
But don't you want them to also kind of see how well you're doing though too?
Nope.
Oh,
I
you
don't
don't-
want to
Yeah.
get caught. I don't
See-
want to be seen lurking. You feel me? Like you don't need to see me. Like I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I don't. That's why if I don't block people, what I'll do is I'll just mute their story so I don't ever have to look at it or accidentally press on their story, and then they can still look at my shit.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was literally gonna block somebody or have them unfollow me too
Yeah.
because I was so mad at them. Like they wouldn't even know because they're just betrayed, right? Like
Yeah.
they
yeah.
just were trying to act like a friend and they weren't.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm like, you know what? No, I'm just gonna mute them.
There you go.
They're still looking at all my stories. They're giving me engagement.
Yeah.
That's where it's at. Okay, so I'm gonna go through these questions. Okay.
Ooh, let's do it.
Oh God, well, I'm just gonna blow through some. Okay.
Yeah, so let's just answer
Should we
fast.
say the people? Oh.
You do that one on ours. I'm gonna go to mine because I did one too. Okay. I got some stupid questions. Let's go through your dumbass questions.
There's no such thing as a dumb question.
Except when it's Ask Alex and I call it your dumbass question.
There is dumbass questions.
Because
though.
there are some dumbass
I've
questions.
heard
And it's
some
just like,
dumbass questions.
it's not that I think that you're dumb, but there are some dumbass questions. And it's fine. It's fine. I'm going to read some and you'll be like, oh yeah, that was a dumbass question. Okay. And I don't think that the people who are listening are offended or should be offended because they love us and we're unoffended. So they know that I'm just joking when I say, I'm just ready to read your dumbass question.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's
Let's do it.
Who's your favorite person? And my favorite person would be the person who wrote that in. And that would be Jessica.
Oh,
there you go.
So cute.
Love you, Jess. And the second question is, would you ever peg a man? And
yeah,
yes, I
she
would.
Have you?
No, would I? Yes.
Surprising.
Lots about my ex. Don't really give a fuck to talk about that.
Yeah, they said don't ask those questions, bitch.
He fucked around. And he found out. I was going to say, actually, I can't say that because he didn't fuck around that I know of. Do I do anal? You're so stupid. That was a dumbass question.
Do you?
I mean, I will. It's not my favorite thing to do, but I will do it.
Good for
I've
you.
done it, yeah.
That's good.
Do you like your toe sucked? Yes. Do you?
I love my toe sucked.
Yes.
I remember the first time I
That's
had
how
my
you
toe
got
sucked.
that corn.
No, it's not. It's not a corn.
Wart. Sorry.
It's not a wart either.
It's a wart.
Oh
It
my
is a
gosh, I don't
wart.
know what the fuck it is, but I definitely did not get my toes sucked recently. That was not there yesterday.
Okay, well,
Anyways.
we discussed it. It's
She
fine.
said we moved on. Leave it there.
Wrap it up.
Your turn's done.
You like?
Ask Alex now.
Oh my god.
Here we go. You guys want to answer some more?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about hypnosis? Have you tried it? Would you ever? Well, considering that I'm certified in hypnosis, yeah, I've tried it, and yes, I would try it again. And I think it's pretty fucking cool.
I know people get like hypnotized to have like to like quit bad habits like smoking cigarettes, and it works. I've never been hypnotized or seen it, but after doing the past life reading, I could definitely see how you could go into that like level of hypnosis for sure.
Ooh, you should do it on mushrooms.
Oh, could you?
Could
Yeah.
you? I feel like my mind would
My
be stronger.
mind's telling me no. My body. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Baby. This podcast today is ridiculous.
I feel so sober right now.
That's why you should have taken a square.
I'm scared.
You should have taken a little half of one. You
I'm
would have been giggling.
scared. It's fine. I'm drunk on life. It's fine.
Let me stop saying that. No.
Let me take one home with me. No, I'm scared. Never mind. Just kidding.
No, the first time you take it is going to be with me.
I know. Yeah.
Giving you some of my mushrooms. Won't even take them with me. Just let me have some, and I'll go home and I'm going to take them at home.
Let me go do that with someone else.
Okay, last question. Is eating ass a must in the bedroom?
Absolutely. What the hell? What?
Amelia, is it a must?
No.
No.
It's a must because things go in and out of
For
the
sure.
ass. You feel me? I'm a top, so I'm definitely gonna eat your ass to make sure that you're ready. To get fucked. For sure.
Have you ever eaten ass where it was like it tasted gross?
What if it has
No,
dookie?
because usually you gotta hit them with the finger trick. You like play with it with the finger and then you smell it first.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh my god, I did that. Oh my god, I did that. I did that.
You have to.
I did with my girlfriend the first time. I was fingering my best friend at the time, and her man, whatever, was in the front driving, and then my girlfriend and I were in the back seat. And it was my first time fingering her, and I want to make sure she didn't have a stinky pussy. So I literally fingered her, and then I secretly smelled my fingers to make sure it wasn't stank, and it was fine. So
Yeah.
we continued.
Okay.
But
Duh.
it's a definite.
Don't you think if it didn't,
I mean, yeah.
I would have stopped?
Yeah, well, yeah.
We would not be together.
Duh. But, oh my God.
Okay, yeah, but what if it smells? What if his butthole smells?
I don't feel like doing that. that's what that means. I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah.
No.
But what do you say?
That's what I say.
I don't feel
I
like
usually do it when you're making out or I'm getting head. Then
And you can't smell it while you're down there giving head?
No, well, I'm getting head.
Oh, while you're getting head.
Well, I mean, you
Why
can't
not?
smell it if you're giving head, but usually you
what
find out before.
smells bad? Because I feel like butt just has a smell.
No. If you actually take care of your butt, it doesn't.
No, but it does. Like skin. Like skin just has it just has a skin
I feel like
smell.
people have body odor. You feel me? But
Yeah.
no, people have clean, nice asses. For
Right,
sure.
when it's clean.
You've never ate ass, girl?
I have,
Okay,
but
girl.
it wasn't. No, I was extremely intoxicated and wasn't any fun. I probably wasn't great
I
at it.
wasn't.
Amelia, I do have to say, there are a lot of asses that stink and a lot of people who don't take good care of themselves. So a lot of stinky asses, right? But if you take care of your ass really well, it won't stink.
I just feel like in general, bodies just have a smell, a different because there's
don't
girls
get me
that are
started.
the cleanest girls ever, and I've smelled smells
Well, I'll tell
and
you
not
this.
smells, bad smells, but just because I'm very sensitive to smells though. I don't skin smell even throws me off.
I know, me too.
It has to smell like vanilla to me, or clean laundry.
Vanilla
That's
baby.
it.
I haven't even gone near pussies, but I smelled stinkier pussy than ass in my
yeah.
lifetime for sure. So
can
if
be
you're concerned
rank.
about ass, you shouldn't because I feel like pussy smells. It could smell a little bad sometimes.
Usually
real
it's because
bad.
of fucking dirty dicks.
Yeah, seriously though. Yeah,
For real.
BV. That's a fucked up one to
Usually
have.
because of dirty dicks. Mm-hmm. Sorry to say.
Yeah, it's from the men.
Clean your ass.
They're fucking up our pH because they're usually players.
And
But what
that's-
about lesbians?
Let's be honest.
Well, I don't know. Wait, why?
You guys say, well, Pussy stinks because of dirty dicks. What about the lesbians?
She's like,
I
lesbians
haven't-
don't smell.
Well, I haven't smelled a bad lesbian yet, so I don't know. I'm sure they're out
That's
there.
probably because they don't have a dirty dick in them.
Or maybe they don't clean the strap.
Ew. I mean, who's not cleaning their sex toys?
There's a lot of nasty people out there.
Just throw it in the bucket.
Just throw it in the bag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any more questions?
No, I was just about to move
Amelia,
on.
What?
do we have any questions on the page?
We good?
Yeah, actually.
Sober Rover over there. Let's hear him.
What? Oh, here's one. What's the craziest thing you've ever done?
Did you just pull that out of your ass?
That you don't eat? I hope it's clean.
That smells.
Is that really what someone asked?
You really did not need to come up with one.
Oh, I thought I needed to.
No.
Oh.
No, we're just like, are we moving on? We had a lot. Let's go.
Oh, I thought. Okay, well, that was a lot. I pulled it out of my ass.
Okay.
That is not stinky,
Okay.
and that has gotten eaten.
Just a sticky pussy.
You said it. Episode 1.
You did?
I didn't say
You said
that.
you were the
She
girl with
doesn't
the-
have a stinky pussy, though. I've
I
never
w-
smelled it.
No, I've never smelled it either. I would
Thanks.
definitely.
I appreciate it.
Okay.
Appreciate you guys. I want to go. This isn't fun anymore.
You should have taken a mushroom.
Shut up. You should have. It's not too late.
Do you
No,
see how
it's too late.
Okay, I'm coming down off my high.
No.
That's how not late it is.
But it didn't hit you guys and feel like until like 20. That was like 20 minutes.
We still have about 20 minutes. And I still could have driven on that like 1,000,000%. Okay.
I'm scared.
All right. Well, next week, because that was so much fun, I just laughed more than I have all week. Okay. So now it's time for the resilient guest.
Welcome to the podcast, Livia. Thank you again for being here and joining us for a second week right in a row. And if you guys did not listen to last week, I highly recommend to go listen to last week's episode because Livia was on as our guest and she's as resilient as they come. She struggled as a child with an eating disorder, anorexia, and she is going through health issues even currently right now. As of last week when we started the podcast, she had told us that she had just suffered a stroke a few days prior, and there she was right in front of the computer. So resilient. Also, me and Olivia, we met back in March at a trauma retreat and we connected right away, and after the retreat we just kept in contact and we talked a lot over the summer. And something about Livia is like, literally this girl is so resilient that, I mean, there'd be a few days that would go by that I didn't talk to her. And like, I called her and she's like, oh yeah, I just got out of surgery. I'm like, what? Like a severe, like a serious surgery. And I'm like, I'm talking to this girl all the time and she's just talking to me like nothing happened. She's like, yeah, I just got out of surgery again. And just telling me like how unwell she felt and like how bad she felt. And I'm just like, wow, like you would never know. This girl kills it in life. And like she is going through all these serious health problems and like she's still getting up. She's still doing her daily routines, taking care of her kids, her husband, herself. And I just admire you so much as a person. And I love the fact that we connected and I can't wait to hear the rest of your story right now. So welcome back again, Livia. So glad to have you.
Thank you. I've been looking forward to this. Really just getting the rest of this out because I feel like there are so many women that can relate to the last episode in so many ways, but the same women might also relate to this episode in so many ways, different ways, because what you go through in life and the stages of life that you move through. And even if the women who might have identified with previous episode, may not identify with it now, but if they hear it when they do go through it in life, they might think back and say, oh yeah, I remember.
Amazing point. That's a huge part of why we do this podcast. Because even though, someone might not be going through it right now, they could in the future, and it could help so many people. So can you just break down or briefly explain what you went through as a child, just to kind of recap real quick, and then the health issues that you've had, and then also I know you wanted to speak more about endometriosis. We can also save that for another episode completely. You can touch on it though if you want, and then I'm just going to let you talk about your experience and after surgery and even up till today.
Yeah, so I think we left off the last time with I had just found out I was going to have that 5th surgery. And 5th surgery was with an endometriosis specialist. And so everyone I had seen prior was OBG or, oncological surgeon. I did find out the right word, oncological surgeon. So I went to this specialist, and I'll tell you off the bat, I did not like him. I think I just didn't want to do it. I just was so fucking tired. Like, I didn't want to do it. And he was so practical, and I was past the practical point. So every other surgery I had been like very practical. Like, this is what we've got to do. We are going to do this. And then when, the guy came in and said, you need to have emergency surgery, and I didn't want to do it. It was just like, well, you don't really, you got a gene of choice. It was all practical decisions. But when I found out that I had to have the 5th one, I think I was depleted of the ability to look at things practically. And I was just really at an emotional place. Like, this is now going to take me into a new stage of my life. And he was very cut and dry. And what I have learned since is that a surgeon who is charismatic and, that's not what you're looking for. You're looking for somebody who's just a business, all about the business, because they tend to be like, I don't say this in a bad way. I don't even know if this is a term I'm allowed to even use anymore, but that idiot savant thing from like a million years ago, I don't know what we say today.
What does that mean? Like a douchebag?
No, like no social skills whatsoever, but a fucking genius. That's
Okay,
my
yeah.
understanding of it. It can't be like social, doesn't really get that I'm emotional, and this is an emotional thing for me. But he's the best of the best, like top of the food chain when it comes to what he's going to do. And I left there and I was like, nope, I'm just not going to do this. I'm going to sit on this and I'm going to think about it. Because at first they said they're going to take, I thought I was just going to have my, I had this huge endometrioma. It was like 6 centimeters, which I want to say that's like an orange size, like a medium size orange. I thought I was getting that taken out. That's what I went there in my mind thinking. And then I also knew that I still had this tear in the inside of my vaginal cuff that needed to be fixed. And he wanted to do a physical exam. I don't normally say no at the doctor, like, you're there for a reason, but I said no. I'm not ready for another speculum. Like, I just don't have it in me. I'm sorry. And I don't even know if I want to do this surgery. I don't even know if I want you to be the person. So no, you're not going to put your hands in your face and my vagina. Like, I know it's your job, but I'm just not there. And this had been the first time really that I had kind of like put some boundaries up around this and my health, because I knew I needed to do it, but I just didn't feel right. I wanted to be in control at that point of like how I moved through it, because before I almost died. I mean, I wasn't in control of any of that, and I just needed an emotional break. And so I left there and I said, let me think about all of this and I'll make another appointment. He said, well, you'll be back here. This is just what we're going to have to do. And, I think in the back of my mind, I knew he was right. I just wasn't ready.
So how, on a scale of 1 to 10, how bad were you in pain, before the surgery?
Oh, before the first surgery?
No. Like the one that you're talking about right now. And then also, like, is the pain constant? Does it go away?
No, it's constant. It doesn't. It intensifies and then decreases, but it never goes away.
And
especially, it's like between your hip bones, really, like where you would feel cramps, like your abdomen. But once it's created those lesions and those adhesions and started grabbing onto other parts of your body, you can feel it anywhere. Like the first time they went in to take it out, I thought the pain was so bad in my right leg, I thought I was going to have a hip replacement. So I made an appointment with my ortho, because remember I had that accident.
Once you first started getting the symptoms of endometriosis, how quickly did the pain intensify? And when did you figure out that it wasn't normal period cramps and stuff?
Not until after my 5th surgery, after I had healed and I didn't have any of that pain anymore. I realized that all the pain I had been in for so many years was because of it. And I just thought it was normal periods.
What? Holy shit. For years?
Years. I mean, years.
It sounds like there just must be like a lot of women that must be going through pain and like going through the same thing at that time and just think it's their period.
Yeah, they probably just think it's normal period. This is just what periods feel like.
What would be the difference between like endometriosis pain and cyst pain on your ovaries?
The same.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I had really, really, really bad pain and then it went away one day and I'm pretty sure it was cysts.
Because probably the cyst burst and then it was gone. But
I had pain for like 2 years. I had really bad pain for 2 years.
It probably burst because they grow slow.
Right.
But endometriomas can't burst.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the crazy thing is I really thought that I was going to have to go back to the orthopedic surgeon because the pain in my leg was so bad. The pain in my hip was so bad. And it turned out when I went in to have the surgery that those lesions had attached themselves to my iliosacral nerve, which runs like down your hip or through your iliac, like, which is that bone. Your hip bones go like a little heart shape. So it was like down through outside my uterus, which when it gets outside your uterus, it's dangerous, down my leg. And I was for sure that it was my hip and I was going to have hip surgery. So I literally made the appointment to go see the ortho for my hip at the same time as I made the appointment to go get the endo taken out. And then when I had the surgery and they took out I think it was like the second one, they took out as much as they could, that hip pain gone, like totally gone. It was just the endo attached to the nerve crawling down my leg. So, you get these cysts. It's normal. It's normal when you get your period, you get small little fluid cysts and then they burst, they go away. Like that's normal. With endometriosis, you get endometriomas, and then you also get a different type of cyst. I can't think of the name of it right now, but it's not like clear fluid, it's blood. And hemorrhagic. So you can either get a hemorrhagic cyst or you can get an endometrioma, and endometriomas are hard. So when you have that hemorrhagic cyst and it bursts, you're bleeding like you think you're having a miscarriage, but you would have not, been pregnant, like you're bleeding that heavily. But the endometrioma that I had, along with the hemorrhagic cyst, I was just like praying to God that cyst didn't burst, because I had once had a doctor tell me, she was an anesthesiologist, that the worst pain you will ever feel in life is when blood sits on your perineum inside your body, like your pelvic floor. You will never feel a pain worse than that. So if you have a hemorrhagic cyst and it bursts and there's blood just sitting on your pelvic floor, it's sitting on your perineum, and it's crippling. It isn't even the word. Debilitating is probably the closest I could get to it. So I had, So
what did you do in those moments when you were in that much pain? What would you
I cried.
There was nothing that would relieve the pain whatsoever?
I mean, they give you pain meds, and when it was like bad, that I literally couldn't even like get up. I would take the lowest dose possible just so that I could get up and move. But they try to give you a lot of other things to deal with the pain. Like there's a methocarbamol is like an abdominal muscle relaxer. And ultimately nothing they give you really makes it go away, because that type of pain inside your body that you can't get to, when you scratch your arm or you bump your elbow, you rub it, right? Because when you put pressure on it, the pressure signal travels to your brain faster than the pain signal. That's why we tell little kids to rub stuff or push on it. That's why we still do it today. Like if you bang something, you rub it, because biologically or physiologically, the pressure signal travels faster. So you want to beat the pain signal, right? And you can't do that with this type of pain because you can't touch it. So you're just sitting there like pushing on your abdomen, or like heating pads. Heating pads do help a lot, but you don't even know where to put them. You put them on the front, put them on the back. You can't get to the pain. So it's like a combination of things. And And there's millions of women out there who go through this and they have no idea.
Okay, well, speaking of that, what percentage of women have endometriosis, roughly? Do you know?
Oh, I have no idea. I can
No
Google
idea.
it.
Do you know? I wanted to ask this last week, but I didn't get a chance. But do you know roughly like what percentage of people or children have eating disorders?
Oh, that I did, but it increased so severely recently that it did change.
What do you think caused that change? Like social media?
Oh God, social media, it's the worst. It's the absolute worst.
Emelia?
1 in 10 women have endometriosis.
How many out of those 1 out of 10, Olivia, do you think know that it's
That's what I
endo?
was gonna say. Yeah. 1 in 10 have it, but 1 in 10 know they have it. Probably 4 out of those 10, 4 more out of those 10 have it and don't even know, undiagnosed. Because it's microscopic. You can have it and not even know you have it.
So wouldn't the doctors, like, if you're going to the doctor and you're like, oh my God, I have such bad period pain, like if you're going back to the doctor and you're like continuing to go back, and like, wouldn't you think that now, like, that they would be like, let's test for endo? Like, do they right away? They even like...
So if you go to the doctor and you're telling them, you are having this pain, they should be able to say there's a distinction between like normal period pain and, hey, you're bleeding pretty severely, and when you get your period, you have like flu-like symptoms and can't get out of bed. They should be sending you to an OBGYN at that point, not just your general care practitioner. And if you're seeing an OBGYN and this is what you're telling them, then they do say to test for endo. But the problem is the only way to test for it is surgically. They have to go in through your belly button and like 2 other spots and take biopsies of your uterus, your ovaries, because it's microscopic. She thought she was going in there and it was like a microscopic thing, and maybe it would be, a little bit of messiness in there. She got in there and went, holy shit, like this is a war zone. We have to schedule surgery to get this out of here, because the biopsy, 20, 30 minutes, not a big deal. I don't think she had any idea how bad it was going to be when she got in there, because again, I'm just so used to pain that I just didn't explain.
Yeah,
maybe I explained, I just didn't.
You probably have a high pain tolerance. Yeah. So then, okay, I was gonna ask, like, how long is the biopsy, and you answered that. So it's like 20 minutes. Does it hurt?
Well, you're asleep, so
oh, okay.
You don't. Yeah, I mean, afterwards, it doesn't feel great, but
got you. Amelia?
The pain. So my mom, she has endometriosis, and I can only imagine how much pain you guys were going through, because I remember, and it was traumatizing for me as a child, but I remember I would have to call. It would start I remember it started when I was 5 years old, and I had to learn how to use the phone, the home phone, because I'd have to call 911 because my mom would just be passing out and just bleeding everywhere. And I'd have to get what's it called? The ambulance to the house, and it was terrifying.
Amelia,
so much pain.
When did your mom know that she had endo?
I think it was like after she had my sister.
And how long was she suffering for before that?
Oh, since she started her period. So she got her period at 10 years old or 11 years old. And she had it all throughout. And finally she's fine now because she, went through menopause. But yeah.
Holy shit. So, okay. I've talked to women who have had endometriosis, and they all explain like the pain is just unfreaking imaginable. And the only pain, so I've had 2 children with no medication, vaginally, childbirth, right? But that wasn't the worst pain that I felt. The worst pain that I felt was kidney stones. I've passed 5 of them, and it's constant pain until they pass. Sometimes it could take hours. A lot of the time it could take a day or 2, just depends. And I did go to the hospital one time. It was actually the day that I gave birth to Jax. So I didn't have any medication for childbirth. And then I went back about 12 hours later and found out that I was passing a kidney stone. And she gave me like a bag of fluids, right? And the pain was so fucking bad though. Still, the bag of fluids had, you know, medication in it that should have taken the pain away. And it helped a little bit, but I was on all fours on that bed. And the nurse was like, oh my God, like she can tell how much pain I was in still. And I have a high pain tolerance. So she gave me another bag of fluids with that same amount of medication, just a double dose. And that took the pain away. And I felt so much better. I passed the kidney stone at the hospital because of so much fluids went through me. So it goes into your bladder and then I pee it out. So that was so fucking bad. I can't even imagine. I know endometriosis is worse than that. I can't even fucking imagine.
We don't get a break from it because every time you get your period, it's like it builds on the last time you had it. Right? You don't get here's the thing. Childbirth is probably like the worst pain in the world, right? I think on the scale of like things in life that you know, you go through, there's some meter of whatnot. I know it's like up there. At least you get a baby at the end. Like at least,
yeah, right?
You know, at least there's
or
like
a
something
kidney
at
stone.
the end. Right. There's some sort of like
yes,
means to an end. You've done it. It's you've gotten to the end and it's over, you know?
Okay, so let's go back 6 months, right?
Right. So I went to this doctor thinking I was going to get this endometrioma removed, and then he was going to go in and take the rest of whatever endometriosis lesions and whatnot that I had left. That was in my brain. I was, okay, let's just get the rest of it out of there and I'm going to move on with my life. And he said to me, well, hold that thought. I did also know that in my last or 2 surgeries prior, that they did save one of my ovaries because it had a lot of endo attached to it, like lesions attached to it, and they were able to save that ovary. I wish she had just taken it. Honest to God, I wish she would have just taken it. So I went in and he had my previous paperwork, you know, of what had happened. And he said, look, we can go in there, we can take the endometrioma out, but this isn't going to go away. You're going to be back here. You're going to have to you'll take one ovary out and then the other one's going to get it. You're going to come back for another surgery and take that one out. Just do it.
Did you want kids? Your own? Never in your life?
It's not that I didn't want them. I always wanted to adopt. And, you know, I did for a short period of time foster this girl who lived next door to me, not through the system officially. I didn't even know that. That's a whole story for another day. But I never wanted to birth a child. I think I talked about this last time. My doctor even had the conversation with me that until I kicked that eating disorder, it just wouldn't be healthy for me to have a child. And I just really, in my soul, believed I could do so much harm emotionally to a child. And if it was mine, if it came from my body, I would have resentment. I had fears around having resentment around that baby for making me fat, or if I couldn't lose the weight. And everybody says that, you know, oh, it goes away and oh, this, oh, that. But the fear that I had about resenting an innocent child for my own disease, I just felt like it's just not a thing I want to do. And even when I was younger, I have such phenomenal parents. I mean, there are so many babies born into this world that do not have the parents that I had. They don't have the opportunities that I had. And I'm so like stupidly grateful for that, just with my whole soul, like everything, every bone in my body, grateful for that I felt like if I adopted a child who wasn't given that opportunity, at least I was doing it with the mindset that I could give them something they never would have had otherwise. And I didn't have that fear about passing the ED on. So I was saving versus giving. I didn't want to bring another baby into this world when there were so many out there that didn't have, you know, you're supposed to leave this place better than you got to it.
Well, you have a good soul. Not everybody, thinks like you, but that's really emotionally mature and selfless of you, I feel like. Emelia?
Did your mom have an eating disorder?
No.
No? Okay. Did anyone in your family ever have an eating disorder that you know of?
Not an eating disorder, and I'm sorry, Dad, if you ever hear this, I'm sorry for this. I don't think my dad has a healthy relationship with food, simply based in fear. He has this fear that if you are not healthy, that you're gonna die. And he's so afraid of people in his life dying because they're unhealthy, that I think that it manifests that way a little bit.
So how did your dad handle your eating disorder?
Better than my mom. My dad's both of my parents are my best friends, but my dad is just, he did family week. He was scared and he was angry, but he did what he had to do, to get me through it. We did family week at my eating disorder place, and my brother conveniently, air quoting that, of course, had something else where he couldn't do it because, God forbid, if he showed up, he would have to be accountable for his part in all of it. But my dad, everything that we did in family week, he to this day still follows it. My mom out the door week one.
Oh, wow. Okay, so before you went to get help, like over the years, what was your smallest? How much did you weigh your smallest, and how was your dad handling it then, and your mom? But your dad specifically, because you said that he's really worried about people dying because they're unhealthy, and you were clearly not doing things to your body that were healthy. And I feel like he would know that and see that.
You would think so, but remember, I did aesthetic sports. I did gymnastics, I did cheer, I did
So he didn't know
dance.
for a long time.
You don't see it because you're small. I was always small. It's not like I was big and then lost a ton of weight.
Okay,
I was always small.
Because when you're doing sports, you're going to be muscly, right? Because you're doing sports and you're going to be thin. And I have seen, a lot of pictures of anorexia where they're not muscly and they're just skin and bones, right? So
yeah,
you didn't look like that.
No.
Okay.
I'm even at my smallest, and I out of respect for people who might listen to this, who might be suffering, we don't talk about numbers, and it's BMI is not something that even we use today in modern medicine because it is an inaccurate description of health.
I don't think any less of if you look one way or another, the disease is, worse or not. That's not what I'm saying at all. I think that you suffer just as much as anybody else.
Yeah.
I just was wondering about so your parents or your dad definitely didn't see it because it was easy to hide.
Right. And then
once he found out, how did he take that?
Well, he didn't find out until I was 32 years old. I had been long not living at home, living far away from them. They hadn't seen what I looked like until I came home that one day and they went, holy shit.
Damn.
And so I think I sent you guys a photo. You can't even recognize me in this photo. I don't even look like me. I look like a man. My nose looks massive on my face because I don't have any fat on my face at all.
When you would look in the mirror back then when it was like that, what would you think?
I didn't see it. I didn't see that. What I see now when I look at those photos, I never saw back then. I
So you
couldn't
were-
see the distortion. I couldn't see how thin I had gotten.
Because I feel like, was it the eating disorder because of more anxiety? I didn't even really realize this until right now, but a lot of, younger women will be anorexic because they have body issues, the dysmorphia, whatever. Like they'll look in the mirror and think that they are fat when they're, extremely thin. So yours was more because of anxiety, or am I wrong? I don't know. I don't know. I'm just trying to gain clarification.
Yeah, it kind of, it starts. Emelia, do you want to?
Yeah, I was just gonna comment, just to kind of explain, like, and again, I've never had like an eating disorder that was like that or anything like that, but I've spoken to people, and the way I kind of think of it is your brain was kind of like a funhouse mirror. Like you essentially, like, we could see you how you really look, which was obviously like sickly, but in your head you had this vision or goggles, essentially, basically, and you were looking through a funhouse mirror, so you never really got to see yourself how you actually looked. And I feel like that's for all women, people with eating disorders.
Yeah, the body dysmorphia is it's intense. I mean, even at treatment, they had me like draw on a large, and I still have it. They had me draw on a large piece of paper what I thought I looked like. They laid me down, they put my, height down, and I drew what I thought that I looked like. And then I laid down on it, and then they traced me just so that I could see my actual size versus what I thought my size was. And I mean, we're talking like a foot difference in my drawing to their drawing, and I didn't believe it. I said, no, you tilted the pen inwards. Like, I didn't believe that even what was in front of my face, I didn't believe that was.
When you were looking at yourself in the mirror, did you think that you were pretty when you were that small? Were you content with how you looked, or was it a control thing, or neither?
I think it was everything. I don't think I ever thought I was pretty until I got older and could see that pretty was not what was on the outside. It took me a long time to kind of realize that pretty was not picture perfect, that pretty was who someone was. I didn't necessarily think pretty or not. I never thought that. I just thought skinny or not. I didn't even.
You were skinny? Like at your thinness, did you think that you were skinny?
I knew I was thin, like thinner than other people. I was a 00, so that's the smallest clothing size that you could get. I was wearing youth size clothing, but I still didn't think that I was as thin as I was, and I certainly didn't think that I was as sick as I had no idea I was as sick as I was. And on that, what you're talking about, I want to read to you something. So when I was in college, I was 19 years old, I wrote this poem, and I shared it with that therapist that I had mentioned that I tried to go to the on-campus treatment center. And I used to get so mad when people would say to me, oh, you look good, or you're pretty, or like, you look great in that, or you got a great body. And I used to get so mad because I was like, you are so dumb. Do you not see what I look like? Like, I'm hideous. Why are you complimenting me? And I would really get so mad about it. And so I wrote this poem. It's really short, and it's been published a couple of times in random poetry books, but it says, please don't tell me what you see. It only matters what I think of me. It doesn't matter what you say, and it doesn't matter what you do, even if what you say is true. Because I have a disease that controls my mind, because of this disease, I'm told I'm blind, but I know what I see, and what I see is real. So please don't tell me what you think of me, because you don't know how I feel. And I was 19, and that was like the best way that I could get it out. Are you crying? Don't cry, because you're going to make me cry.
How do you feel when you read that poem and you hear where you were and how you chose to express like where you were in your journey? When you look back and you hear that and you read it now, what's the thoughts that go through your mind?
That I knew that I was sick. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry for crying, but for recording purposes, I'll try to clean it up. I knew that I was sick, and I knew that I was stuck, and I didn't know how to tell anybody. And they just kept telling me that I had this disease, and I believed them to an extent. But, you know, I've always been a creative person, whether it's been through dance or I love to write. Writing for me, I love to write. Creative writing was always, you know, something I was passionate about. I've written so many poems, but at the time, I feel like that was the only way that I could, like, I couldn't tell my therapist what I felt like. I couldn't tell her that I was stuck, buried under this eating disorder. I couldn't express that I knew that I had it, and I knew that it wasn't right, but I couldn't get out, and I don't think I was ready to get out, because like I said, don't tell me what you think of me because you don't know how I feel. Like when someone tells you you're beautiful, that's what they see. You know, you have to learn to take that and accept that as their view, you know, not as your view. And I couldn't take it then. And I had been modeling for years, you know, and I never understood why people would hire me, because I didn't think I was pretty. You know, I photograph well. I can transform well in photographs. And I think I knew I was good at that job, but I never thought it was because I was pretty. And I just, I don't know if I
really good though. Like it just explains it really well.
Yeah. So just on a long story short version is I went to that guy, and I ended up, you know, he said to me, you're going to wind up back here and you're going to wind up having more surgeries. So if you don't want to have kids, and well, at this point I couldn't have had kids because I didn't have a uterus or anything else, but it's just, you got to make the decision to do this, and you're going to just launch into menopause. And so I just did it, and he went in there, and it was in my ureters. He had really gone in and taken every ounce of it out. And I'm telling you, from the second I woke up from that surgery, I could feel it, that it was gone. I could feel every ounce of it was gone. My whole body felt like this demon had been lifted out of me. And I felt, I just couldn't even believe the pain that I had been carrying for years, you know. And then it sort of puts you in this place where now you're in menopause, and when you take all of those organs out, the rest of your organs drop and your body changes. And you know, menopause naturally versus menopause medically is very different. Your body changes, and I had really gotten to a place where I was like managing, accepting my body. And
what were like the biggest changes you've noticed?
Like I don't have an hourglass shape now. I just have this square, because all of your bowels drop and fill that space where, you know, you used to have a uterus.
Wow.
You know,
like
that, yeah. My abdomen is, I feel like I've lost my feminine figure. And I think that's fucking with me bad right now. I think that's like, it's really kicking my ass, because at the beginning, you know, and I was afraid to have this surgery because I was afraid that I was going to lose the femininity part. It's one of those, you have boobs and you have those things. That's what makes you a woman, right? And I was losing half of that. And now I've lost my feminine figure. And it's taking everything in me to not want to fix it. You know, I called my treatment team last week and said, hey, look, this is really getting under my skin. And if I don't do something about it, I'm gonna go south fast. And she's working with me to, you know, get a local treatment team together to get my head right about this new body and not let it go south. You know, stay away from that relapse, because I won't survive another one. It'll kill me. And I can't let that happen. I have too many things in my life, that my goddaughter, my dogs, I can't let a relapse take my life.
So since your surgery, how long did it take you to recover, and how are you feeling now?
The last one was about 6 to 8 weeks. The one prior to that was 12 weeks. The ones prior to that were, you know, 6 weeks. Now, aside from this stupid back injury that I've had since 2005, you know, I feel good that all of that's out. But with an eating disorder, it's always looking for a way to get back in. And now it's just trying to creep back in, and I'm not going to let it. I feel mentally in a place where I'm recognizing my body is different. There's nothing that I can do about it. This isn't a like go to the gym and work it off thing. This is a physically, medically different body, and I have to approach it differently than I would if, you know, I had just been on bed rest, and, you know, I now gotta be functioning, you know? So my headspace is, I'm in the middle. I mean, there are some days that I get up and say, I can do this. There are some days that I'm really mad, but every day I know that I can't go down that path. And that's, I think, that part of what, you know, makes me resilient. I didn't even believe that I was resilient. And the fact that I just get up every day and do what I have to do.
Well, hold on. You're taking my job. Hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Taking my job. We can still wrap things up, but since you're explaining it now, we always ask our guests what resilient means to them. So, Livia, what does resilient mean to you?
I didn't even know I was resilient until you guys asked me to come on here, and I've heard myself tell these stories and everything that I've been through. I think being resilient is something that you're born with. Like I said, I was in a baby baker when I was born, and I was early, you know, I was a preemie, and I made it. And I just think from birth, I was just a fighter. I just didn't give myself any other choice. It's just in you. It's either in your bones or it's not, you know. Some people fall prey to life, and some people make life their bitch because they're not going to let life make them their bitch, you know.
100%.
Yeah.
I love that explanation. So, well, I definitely know you have a lot of stories, and I want you back as a guest in the future, and I can't wait for that. Emelia or Bennett, do you guys have any last minute questions for her?
No, I just want to say that your energy is amazing, and, you know, just hearing your story has been, you know, very nice on my end both times, and I really appreciate you.
I'm so grateful.
Sharing it with us and, you know, all the listeners. We have 1 minute left, so
Okay,
it might keep us up.
Tell us where we can follow you again.
At Miss Lividal. Like,
at Miss Lividal.
Not married. MISS. MISSLIVIDOLL.
And if you can't find her, then just go to our Instagram at ResilientAF3, and she's following us. And yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much again for being on. We love you so much.
Thank you.
Amazing.
I love you guys so much. And I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful just for the platform. If it helps a single person, then it's worth all of my time. It's just one person has to hear it.
You're amazing.
You're
You guys
amazing.
are amazing.
Come back again soon.
I will.
Bye, love.
Bye, guys. Love you.
All right. If you want to be a resilient guest, hit us up on Instagram at resilientaf3. You can be on the podcast too. We obviously do Zoom. So if you live far, then hit us up. We'll read your story. And if we pick you, then woohoo. All right. Now it's time for trivia.
Oh, I forgot about trivia. I didn't study this.
They have buns, they have bods, but do they have brains? It's time to find out with Hot Seat Trivia. Alex Fresh, Emelia Jackson. One baddie will bring her body out the room while the other baddie attempts to answer 10 trivia questions in 60 seconds. Here's the rules. Your first answer is your only answer, so think before you speak. And if you don't know an answer, pass. We'll come back if you have some time. After the first baddie goes, we'll switch and see who wins. Alex,
Yep.
bring the body out.
All right.
Okay, we got 60 seconds on the clock. I will press go as soon as you answer the first question. All right, ready?
Ready.
Which Puerto Rican drink translates as strained banana?
Pass.
What size is a bed that has 4 more inches than a king?
California King.
What is the common name for dihydrogen monoxide?
Monoxide poisoning.
The TV show Real Housewives started with what location?
Ah! Orange County.
Who won the record of the year at last week's Grammys?
Billie Eilish.
What are possums actually doing when they quote unquote play dead?
Sleeping.
How many syllables are in Mississippi?
Mississippi. I don't know. 4? 10.
What is the only food that can never go bad?
Water.
Stephanie Germanotta, better known as her stage name.
Gwen Stefani.
If you buy a baker's dozen donuts, drop 3, give away half, and eat 1. How many do you have left?
I'm gonna just say I don't know.
Okay, good job. That was good. Really good. All right,
I know that you're a pathological liar now.
go get Alex. That was
Alex!
Good. That was good. Good job.
Stop saying that.
Alex got her body in. We're going to put 60 seconds on the clock. Press go as soon as you answer the first question.
Winner's here. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Actually, I'm nervous.
Ready? Which Puerto Rican drink translates as strained pineapple?
Rum chata.
What size is a bed that has 4 more inches than a king?
California King.
What's the common name for dihydrogen monoxide?
Hydrogen monoxide.
The TV show Real Housewives started with what location?
Orange County.
Who won record of the year at last week's Grammys?
Taylor Swift.
What are possums actually doing when they quote unquote play dead?
What are they doing? They're laying there, playing dead from attacks.
How many syllables are in Mississippi?
4.
What is the only food that can never go bad?
Honey.
Stephanie Germanotta, better known by her stage name.
Lady Gaga.
If you buy a baker's dozen donuts, drop 3, give away half, and eat 1. How many do you have left?
4.
All right, let's go through the answers. Let's go through them. Let's go. Let's do this. All right. Which Puerto Rican drink translates as strained pineapple? I might have said banana for yours.
You definitely said banana.
I don't think you would have got it either way.
How do you know?
What is it?
If it translates strained banana, what is it?
I don't
The
know.
floor is yours.
I don't know what strained banana is. I know what strained pineapple is.
What is it?
Well, I'm not going to tell you because you doubted me. So you go ahead and say the
Doesn't know
answer.
it. The answer is pina colada.
Yep, exactly.
Fucking A.
Pina colada.
Pina colada. Okay. No one got that
Rum
point.
chata. What the fuck?
What size is a bed that has 4 more inches than a king? A California king. So you both get that point. All
We got
right.
that one.
What is the common name for dihydrogen monoxide? Water, aka H2O.
No way. Okay.
Di is 2.
Oh my god.
Hydrogen.
Okay, it's fine. It's H2O.
Okay.
Water.
The TV show Real Housewives started with Orange County.
County.
You guys both got that. Who won record of the year at last week's Grammys? It wasn't Billie Eilish and it wasn't Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Who was it?
Miley Cyrus.
Was it?
Flowers, yes.
Oh, that's why she sang.
Dang it.
Okay.
I saw the clip of that
Yeah.
too.
And she said, I just won my first
God dang it.
Okay.
I want her workout routine. I don't know. She
I
was looking
know
bomb.
Pilates. It has to be.
Well,
cocaine.
I'm getting there. Cocaine and cigarettes. All right, what's next?
What are possums actually doing when they quote unquote play dead? They're not playing dead and they're not laying down. They're passing out because they're afraid.
Oh, they can't breathe or something?
No,
What?
they're
There's
scared of like other animals.
They have anxiety,
Oh.
so they pass out. And people
That's
call it
so cute. Actually, I love that for them.
I guess until they get hit.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're supposed to check their bellies, dig in their bellies when you see them on the side of the road.
No, I'm doing not that.
You
ever.
have to. It's a good Samaritan thing to do. You have to
I'm not
because you
even
have to
getting out of my
check
car.
for their
I'm not
babies.
even getting out of my car
Right. We're not even hitting the
for a
brakes.
fucking possum. I'm not hitting the brakes.
Oh my
is that
Not
it?
even turning down the music.
We're like, whoops. It's time about
What?
turning it up.
What was that? How many syllables are in Mississippi? 4. You both got it right.
Shut up.
Yes, because Amelia went from 4 to 10, but we only take the first answer, so you get that point.
Goodness.
10? Did you think like vowels or something?
I just started counting the letters because I don't even
How
know.
many syllables are in?
Okay, we're 3-3.
Shit.
3-3.
Oh, fuck.
What is the only food that can never go bad?
You got it,
Honey.
honey. I said
Yes.
water.
Oh. You're so cute. Water, you should have said that for the other answer.
I
Die
should
hard
have.
enough.
I should have.
Hydrogen monoxide. Fucking
Wrong place, wrong time. Stephanie Germanata, better known by her stage name, Lady Gaga, not Gwen Stefani, which was really a
Ooh.
really good guess.
That
but
was such a good guess.
wrong, like girl.
Look at them. They look like. What?
I do not.
they don't look alike.
They do not.
Keep going.
She was like,
Yeah, okay.
so sure too.
Right.
They look nothing alike.
Anyways, fuck off and keep going.
Alex, you got that point, so
I did.
4. And if you buy a Baker's dozen donuts, you drop 3. You have 10. Give away half. 5. You eat 1. 4. So the winner is Alex.
Oh, what did you guess for that one?
She said,
I said I don't know.
Oh.
I got irritated and I just wanted
Gave
to
up.
shut it down.
Oh. Okay.
Shut it down.
We should start playing this with people soon. Do you think they'll want to play against us?
Hell yeah.
Against either
Hey,
Amelia or Alex?
They're going to want to play against me because they know they'll win.
You never know.
Those were some crazy questions.
Those were some crazy questions. How do we not know the water thing? I'm just confused about that
Honestly, that was a big girl word.
one. That one.
That was
Don't ever do that
if
again.
I said it, I couldn't even read it. I was
He
like,
really loves the elemental.
The hydro. I try to do like a science one,
You
a
sure
math
do.
one.
Oh, is that what
a
you're
animal
doing?
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sports.
Okay.
All right.
Has he done a sports one yet?
Have you done a sports one?
No.
Not in this one. I was gonna throw one in this one, but I was
Please,
like,
God,
they're not
don't.
sports girls.
No.
But she's a sports girl. She would get it. So I would
Why?
automatically be giving you the point against
No,
Amelia.
not necessarily. Not necessarily. I thought I was so sure about the Taylor Swift. I'm like, Taylor Swift.
I mean,
Oh my god.
sick of her.
Oh my god, me too.
Me
so sick.
too.
Okay, anyways, that is the podcast. And I won trivia. Are you surprised? No, I know.
No. I don't think
She's
anyone
yawning.
is.
You go take
Well,
a
you
nap
won last
now?
week.
You did. Jersey
She's
Shore.
tired of losing. No, I'm just
Oh.
She won last week.
Next week, though, Amelia,
What?
I'm putting a chocolate in your coffee.
Are you? I don't drink coffee.
I'm putting a chocolate in your fucking mouth.
In my vape? If you put it in my vape, I'll definitely smoke it.
Well, how am I going to stuff a chocolate in your vape?
I don't know, melt it and then
Can I,
shove it in there.
can I
Sounds
give you an
like a lot of
enema?
work. Can you just eat
An
it?
enema? Yeah, you want to?
Yeah.
On air?
Yeah.
We could do that.
Yes. I would love to give you an enema with this.
You have to do
mushroom
one
chocolate.
too.
You know, because it would start to make you feel it very quickly.
Oh, wait. I thought we were talking about taking the poop out
No, enema is putting it in. Putting something in.
and keeping it in?
It's going to dissolve.
An enema is taking it out.
No, an enema is
thought-
putting something in your butt
Yeah.
for it to come out.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I thought... Okay,
I thought you guys
meant...
were gonna take shit out of each other's asses.
no, I want
this
to
next
put some
episode.
chocolate
I
in
had
her
to do
butt
that this
for-
weekend.
You did it. Wait, no, do you like colonic?
I love a clonic.
I fucking hate colonics.
Why?
No.
They're my favorite thing to
Absolutely
do.
not. Colonic-
We should all go get one together.
Whoa. Let me just tell you, whoa. The amount of water that was put into me, the amount of water that went into my intestines
Was too much. Yeah. And you start to cramp.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no. Like at any point though, it could come shooting out because it's not. You have to really control to make sure it stays in.
I did.
I know. So easily it could come out and spray.
For it to shoot out?
No, but
No.
not.
Oh, it has to go slow.
No, it can come through this thing, but like when it's building up, when they're putting water in, at any time can like go boop, like come out of your butt because there's so much pressure.
I loved it. I loved every second of it.
You should bottom. No.
We should go. I want to watch you do it.
I would love to. Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm serious.
For real,
I
where do
need
you
one
go?
soon. I go to the Rejuvenation Center in Bellevue.
Let's all go together.
Can you see it? Do they have like a window?
Yeah, they
okay.
have the
Yeah.
clear pipes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
loved watching my poop go across the room.
Yeah.
It was a great time.
Okay, we should all just go do it.
Yeah,
let's
let's
go get our
just-
shit cleaned out.
Do it
Yeah,
together. We'll be shitless in Seattle.
I love that. And snatched as fuck afterwards.
And I'm
Dude, the
definitely
first time
gonna-
I did it, I looked like I had been working, like I had the best fucking abs of my life.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
I need to do it.
Bet. Yeah.
I'll never shit on anyone again.
For real.
All right, go make sure to follow us on social at ResilientAF3. You can also follow us individually. I'm at That Dreas.
I'm at Emelia Jackson 94.
I'm at Bennett Knows.
All right, have a good week.
Bye.